English Leap Podcast.
Learn easy English with Speak English Like a Pro. Hey, English learners. Welcome back to the English Leap Podcast, your cozy place to learn easy English through real-life conversations and real feelings at the same time.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. And today, I want to start with a question that sounds very easy, but it's actually one of the most important conversation questions in English.
What question is that?
What do you like to do?
4 words, completely simple, and yet I have watched so many English learners go completely blank when someone asks them this.
Because in English class, nobody teaches you how to actually talk about the things you enjoy. They teach you vocabulary lists, they teach you grammar rules.
But nobody sits you down and says, here is how to have a real, interesting conversation about the things that make your life enjoyable.
And that conversation, the one about what you like, what you enjoy, what you do in your free time, that is one of the most common conversations in English.
At work, at parties, with new friends, on dates, on first days at a new school or job, someone will ask you this question.
And today, we are making sure that when they do, you have something real and interesting to say. Not just, I like music, I like football, I like cooking.
The 3 answers that every English learner gives.
The Universal English Learner Starter Pack, music, football, cooking.
Which are all perfectly good answers, but they tell the other person almost nothing about who you actually are.
And today, we are going to show you how to go from those 3 flat answers to something warm, specific, and genuinely interesting.
We are going to talk about how to describe what you like, why you like it, how it makes you feel, and how to turn a simple answer into a real conversation.
All in simple, clear English that you can use today.
This is an A2 to B1 level episode. Very simple words, short sentences, real, natural English for everyday conversations.
We will explain the important words as we go, and at the end, we will have our word tour with 10 essential expressions from today.
Before we begin, one small request. If this podcast makes English feel like something you actually enjoy rather than something you have to study, please like this episode and subscribe to the English Leap podcast.
And in the comments today, we want you to tell us one thing you love doing in your free time. Just one thing in English. We will read every single answer.
Okay, let us start with something that will completely change how you answer this question.
Most people answer, what do you like to do, with a noun, a thing.
I like music. I like football. I like cooking. I like films. I like reading.
And the noun gives the other person almost no information because everyone likes music. Half the world likes football. The noun is too broad.
It's like someone asking you what kind of food you like, and you say, food.
I like food. All food. Food in general.
Very helpful, very specific. Not at all.
So the first upgrade is to move from a noun to a verb plus feeling. Not just the thing you like, what you actually do, and how it makes you feel.
For example, not I like music, but I love listening to music late at night when the house is quiet. It makes me feel like everything is going to be okay.
Now there's a person behind the answer.
The listener can picture something, they can feel something, and they have something to connect to or respond to.
So the formula is this. I love, or I enjoy, or I really like, plus the specific activity, plus how it makes you feel.
Let's practice this together. Take the word reading.
I really enjoy reading, but specifically, I love reading crime books. I don't know why, but there's something about trying to understand why people do what they do that I find completely impossible to put down.
Completely impossible to put down. Now I want to talk to this person.
Because they revealed something. They didn't just say the noun, they shared the specific thing and the feeling behind it.
And that combination, specific plus feeling, is what makes conversation happen.
So let's go through some of the most common free time activities and show you how to talk about each one in a way that's interesting and real.
Activity 1. watching films or series.
Most people say, I like watching films, or I like Netflix.
And the upgrade sounds like this. I'm completely obsessed with crime series right now. I watch one episode and then I tell myself, just one more, and 2 hours later, I'm still there.
The one more episode lie. Universal human experience.
Every single person on Earth has told themselves this lie.
And when you share that specific experience, that relatable, slightly embarrassing truth, the other person laughs and says, me too, and suddenly you have a connection.
Instead of, I like Netflix, which creates nothing.
Key phrases for talking about films and series. I'm obsessed with. I can't stop watching. I just finished and it was. I stayed up too late because of. My favorite type is.
Try one right now. Think of a series you love and finish this sentence. I'm completely obsessed with because.
You can say it out loud right now. Nobody's listening except us.
And we are very supportive.
We really are.
Activity 2, music. Almost everyone says, I like music, which means nothing, because almost every human being likes music in some form.
So the upgrade is to get specific about the feeling music gives you. Not just the genre, the feeling.
For example, I love music that makes me want to move. Like, I hear a certain song and I completely forget where I am and I just start moving. My body doesn't ask my brain for permission.
The body does not ask the brain for permission. That's such a perfect description.
We've all had that song, the one that bypasses your brain entirely.
Or a different version. There's this one playlist I made that I only listen to when I'm cooking, and the moment I press play, I'm in a completely different mood. Like music is a switch for me.
A switch. I love that description. Music as a switch for your emotional state.
And these descriptions open conversations. The other person wants to know which songs, which playlist, which switch gets flipped.
Key phrases for music. I'm really into right now. There's this song that makes me. I've been listening to on repeat. Music makes me feel.
Activity 4. Cooking and food.
Now, cooking is interesting because people either love it or they find it a necessary part of survival and nothing more.
The survival cooking.
I cook because I need to eat. End of relationship with cooking.
And both are valid, and both are interesting to talk about.
If you love cooking, you can say, I find cooking really relaxing, actually. After a stressful day, I go into the kitchen and just start chopping things, and something in my brain goes quiet. It's almost like meditation, but with better results.
Meditation, but with better results. The best kind.
If you don't really like cooking, you can say, I'm not really a cooking person, honestly. I know the basics, but my relationship with the kitchen is mostly professional. We tolerate each other.
The professional relationship with the kitchen. I have this relationship too.
And that honesty is interesting. It's real. It makes the other person laugh and feel comfortable.
Key phrases for cooking and food. I find cooking. My favorite thing to make is, I'm not great at cooking, but there's this one dish that I.
Activity 4, exercise and sport. And again, some people love it, some people have a complicated relationship with it. The complicated relationship.
Which is actually more relatable and more interesting to talk about than I love exercise.
Because the person who says, I have a love-hate relationship with running, immediately gets a laugh and a connection because almost everyone understands a love-hate relationship.
A love-hate relationship means you both love and dislike something at the same time. You know it's good for you, you don't always want to do it, but you feel better after.
For example, I have a love-hate relationship with the gym. I hate going. I absolutely love having gone. The 45 minutes in the middle where I'm actually there is just something I endure.
I love having gone, the past tense of the gym, the only good part.
This is genuinely how most people feel, and saying it honestly creates instant connection.
Or if you genuinely love sport, I play football every Sunday morning with some friends. We're not good, we are genuinely not good, but there's something about being outside in the morning with people you like that makes the week start right.
That answer in 30 words tells me so much about who you are. That you value friends, that you enjoy mornings, that you don't take yourself too seriously.
And none of that was said directly. It was all in the story around the activity.
Key phrases for exercise and sport. I have a love-hate relationship with. I play with some friends I feel much better after My favorite way to move is.
Activity 5. Being with people versus being alone.
This one is so important because it tells people a lot about who you are.
Are you someone who gets energy from being with people, or are you someone who needs quiet time alone to recharge?
Both are completely valid, and both make for interesting conversation when you describe them honestly.
The person who loves being with people might say, I am very social, honestly. I recharge by being around people. After a quiet day alone, I feel restless. I need conversation. I need movement. I need someone to tell a story to.
And the person who needs quiet time might say, I am quite a homebody, actually. My idea of a perfect evening is nobody needing anything from me, a good series, and complete control of the remote.
Complete control of the remote, a deeply relatable desire.
Universal, completely universal.
A homebody is someone who enjoys staying home rather than going out, someone who finds comfort and joy in their own space.
And describing yourself as a homebody is not boring. It is honest, and honest is always interesting.
Key phrases for social preferences. I am quite social and I am more of a homebody, honestly. I recharge by, my perfect evening looks like, I love being around people because.
Okay, now let us put it all together. Let us show you what a full, natural answer to what do you like to do sounds like in English.
This is what a real, confident answer sounds like.
Honestly, I have a few things that I really love. I'm really into cooking lately. Not complicated cooking, simple things. But there's something about being in the kitchen with music on that completely resets my day. I also love watching series, especially anything with a mystery. I stay up too late because of it regularly. And on weekends, I like to just walk. No specific place, just walking with music in my ears. It sounds simple, but it's when I think best.
Just that answer. Nobody forgets that person.
Because it's specific, it has feeling, it has a little humor, and it sounds like a real person talking, not a textbook reading.
And notice how short each part is. 1 or 2 sentences per activity, not a long speech about cooking.
Because the goal is not to give a presentation. The goal is to open a conversation. Short, genuine answers open better conversations than long, detailed speeches.
Say something real, be specific, add one feeling, and then stop and let the other person respond.
That is the whole skill.
And now let's talk about something that makes this skill even more powerful: asking back.
Yes, this is so important and so often forgotten.
After you answer, what do you like to do, you ask back, what about you? What do you like to do?
And suddenly, it's no longer an interview. It's a conversation.
Because a conversation goes both ways, and the person who asks back shows genuine interest in the other person. And genuine interest is one of the most attractive qualities in any conversation.
People love talking about what they enjoy. When you ask back, you give them that gift.
And you also take the pressure off yourself, because now they're talking and you're listening, and you're asking follow-up questions.
Follow-up questions like, oh really? How long have you been doing that? Do you enjoy it? What do you love about it? Where do you go for that?
Simple questions, but they show you are listening. And listening is half of any great conversation.
So the full skill is answer genuinely and specifically, ask back, listen, and ask one follow-up question.
That's a complete and excellent conversation about what you like to do.
And you can do all of that with very simple English.
Simple English said genuinely beats complicated English said awkwardly every single time.
Every time. Okay, word tour time. 10 expressions from today. Simple, warm, and immediately useful.
Listen, repeat out loud, and picture yourself using each one in a real conversation.
First expression, obsessed with.
When you're obsessed with something, you think about it constantly. You go back to it again and again. You can't easily stop. In everyday English, obsessed is often used in a warm, positive way to describe something you love very much.
For example, I'm completely obsessed with this new series. I finished the whole first season in 2 days. I have no regrets.
Or, she's obsessed with baking. Every weekend, she tries a new recipe. Her whole family benefits from her obsession. Repeat, obsessed with.
Obsessed with.
Slowly, obsessed with.
Next expression, put down.
If you can't put something down, it means you can't stop reading it, or watching it, or using it. It's so interesting that stopping feels impossible.
For example, I started reading this book on Saturday and I couldn't put it down. I finished the whole thing before Sunday night.
Or, this series is impossible to put down. Every episode ends with something that makes you need to watch the next one immediately. Repeat, put down.
Put down.
Take your time. Put down.
Next expression, recharge.
To recharge means to get your energy back, like charging a phone battery. Different people recharge in different ways. Some need people, some need quiet, some need movement.
For example, I recharge by spending time alone. After a busy social week, I need at least one quiet evening to feel like myself again.
Or, he recharges through exercise. After a long day at the office, a 30-minute run completely restores his energy and mood. Repeat, recharge.
Recharge.
Slowly, recharge.
Next expression, love-hate relationship.
A love-hate relationship means you have strong, mixed feelings about something. You love parts of it and dislike other parts of it at the same time. It's not neutral, it's both.
For example, I have a love-hate relationship with social media. I love staying connected with people. I hate how much time it takes from me without me noticing.
Or, she has a love-hate relationship with mornings. She loves how quiet and peaceful they are. She hates having to wake up to experience them. Repeat, love-hate relationship.
Love-hate relationship.
Take your time. Love-hate relationship.
Next expression, homebody.
A homebody is a person who enjoys being at home, someone who prefers the comfort of their own space over going out. Being a homebody is not a negative thing. For many people, home is where they feel most themselves.
For example, I'm a total homebody. My idea of a great Saturday is cooking something good, watching something good, and not putting on proper shoes until at least Sunday.
Or, she used to think being a homebody was something to apologize for. Now she understands it just means she knows where she finds her peace. Repeat, homebody.
Homebody.
Slowly, homebody.
Next expression, relatable.
When something is relatable, it's something many people recognize from their own experience, something that makes people think, yes, that's exactly how I feel too. Relatable things create instant connection.
For example, the love-hate relationship with the gym is deeply relatable. Almost everyone understands wanting to have already finished something while dreading the doing of it.
Or, the best storytellers are deeply relatable. They share honest, human experiences, and the audience thinks, I thought I was the only one who felt that way. Repeat, relatable.
Relatable.
Take your time. Relatable.
Next expression, restless.
Restless means unable to stay still or feel comfortable, feeling like you need movement or activity or change. When someone feels restless, they can't relax even when they have nothing to do.
For example, after 2 days at home alone, she started to feel restless. She needed conversation. She needed to be around people. The quiet had become too quiet.
Or, he feels restless when he doesn't exercise for several days. His body and his mind both need movement. Without it, something feels off. Repeat, restless.
Restless.
Slowly, restless.
Next expression, endure.
To endure something means to go through something difficult or unpleasant without giving up. You are not enjoying it, but you are doing it anyway because the result is worth it.
For example, I endure the first 10 minutes of every run. They're always the hardest. My lungs complain, my legs complain, everything complains. But I know that after 10 minutes, something shifts and it becomes almost enjoyable.
Or, she endured the long wait in the queue because the restaurant was worth it. Every minute of waiting was paid back in the first bite. Repeat, endure.
Endure.
Take your time. Endure.
Next expression, follow-up question.
A follow-up question is a question you ask after someone answers your first question. It shows you are listening and you want to know more. Follow-up questions are what turn a simple exchange into a real conversation.
For example, she asked, "What do you do for fun?" He said he liked hiking. She asked a follow-up question, "Where do you usually go?" That one follow-up question turned a one-word answer into a 20-minute conversation.
Or, in English conversations, the person who asks follow-up questions is always the most interesting person in the room, not because of what they say, but because of how carefully they listen. Repeat, follow-up question.
Follow-up question. Slowly. Follow-up question. And our last expression today, genuine. Genuine means real and honest, not performed, not exaggerated, coming from actual truth and actual feeling. When something is genuine, people feel it. For example, genuine interest in another person is one of the most powerful conversation tools that exists. You cannot fake it. People can always feel the difference between real curiosity and polite performance. Or, her answer was so genuine and specific that everyone in the room wanted to know more. She had not tried to sound impressive. She had just told the truth about what she loved, and the truth was the most interesting thing she could have said. Repeat, genuine, genuine. Take your time, genuine. That was our word tour for today. 10 expressions that will make your conversations about what you enjoy feel natural, warm, and genuinely interesting. And now our final thought, the one we want to stay with you. The things you love doing are not small talk. They are windows into who you are. And the way you talk about them, the specific details, the honest feelings, the slightly embarrassing truths, those are what make you memorable. Not your grammar, not your vocabulary level, the genuine, specific, real version of what you enjoy. So stop saying, "I like music," and start saying what music actually does to you. Stop saying, "I like cooking," and start saying what happens in your body when you are in the kitchen. Stop saying, "I like being with friends," and start saying what those specific friends give you that nowhere else does. Because those answers are not just better English, they are better conversations. And better conversations are how you build real connections with real people in this language. And real connections are why any of this is worth doing in the first place. The English is the tool. The connection is the point. Always. Now go tell someone what you love doing in English with one specific detail and one genuine feeling. And watch what happens to the conversation. We already know what happens. It becomes real. It always becomes real. If today's episode made you want to speak more English and enjoy it more while you do, please like it, subscribe to the English Leap podcast, and share it with one English learner who always gives the same 3 flat answers and never knows what to say next. Today, we gave them something so much better. This is Mia, and this is Jason, and you have been listening to the English Leap podcast. Bye. Go enjoy something today, and then tell someone about it in English. Specifically, genuinely, with feeling. That is the whole assignment. Your progress doesn't end here. To continue advancing your English skills, click on the next video or explore the additional videos we've thoughtfully selected for you.